You're about to watch 10 darkest secrets the world doesn't want you to know. Some secrets are best left buried. Some truths are too scary for us to comprehend. But here we are going to share with you some terrifying, astonishing facts that will shock you to your core. So make sure you don't miss any of these incredible stories. Let's get started. 10. Vanishing Man. Imagine attending a live show, enjoying the performance when suddenly a man right in front of you disappears without a trace. It sounds like a scene from a cheap magic trick gone wrong, but this actually happened recently in broad daylight. On April 2018, during the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas, an audience member captured the disturbing moment when a performer seemingly vanished into thin air during a live stunt. In the footage, you can see a large crowd gathered around listening intently to the magician as he prepares to perform his disappearing act. Just before the trick is due to happen, someone off-camera asks, "Are you ready?" To which the magician responds, "Let's do it." And that's when everything goes terribly wrong. As the magician begins his trick, the audience member filming the stunt notices something strange. He says, "What the F did I just see?" Because just a moment ago there was a guy directly in front of him, but now the spot is empty. There's no sign of the man anywhere, nor any indication of how or why he disappeared. The magician tries to play it cool, but you can hear him muttering under his breath in disbelief, while the crowd looks around confused and concerned, asking what has happened. The magician eventually calls for everyone to remain calm as he continues to search for the missing man. However, after an uncomfortable pause, the magician admits that he has no idea where his assistant could have gone. Still, the crowd remains patient, hoping for a quick explanation or even a funny punchline to the bizarre situation. But unfortunately, it never comes. Even more unnerving is that nobody seems to know who the missing man is or where he went. Authorities were notified, but they had no leads and the case remains unsolved. So if you were that audience member, would you leave? Or if you were the magician, what would you do next? Let us know in the comments below. Number 9. Wow signal. Picture this, it's 1977 and you're working as a radio astronomer monitoring signals from deep space when suddenly your equipment starts picking up an unusual transmission. At first, you assume it's a malfunction. After all, radio telescopes aren't exactly known for their sensitivity, and the vast distances involved in astronomical research make it easy for errors to occur. But as you continue to analyze the signal, something remarkable becomes clear. This isn't static, interference, or any other kind of technical glitch. What you're hearing is an intelligent extraterrestrial communication beamed directly from the stars. The discovery sends shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond, with many hailing it as the most compelling evidence yet that humanity is not alone in the universe. The only catch, while the signal itself was undeniably real, its extraterrestrial origins are far from confirmed. In fact, many experts believe that the famous WOW signal may have been nothing more than a misidentification of a natural phenomenon or human-made radio wave. So, what's the truth behind this iconic transmission, and what does it really tell us about our place in the cosmos? Tune in as we explore the fascinating history of the WOW signal and examine the arguments for and against its extraterrestrial origins. Could this be the first step towards making contact with alien civilizations, or is there a more down-to-earth explanation for this mysterious transmission? No. 8. Death in the dead zone. Imagine you're out hiking in the middle of nowhere surrounded by nothing but trees and mountains for miles around. But you're not alone. Accompanying you on this trek is a group of experienced outdoorsmen, the type who know these woods like the back of their hands. Yet, despite their expertise, something feels off about this hike and a sense of foreboding hangs heavy in the air. Suddenly, one of your companions stumbles and falls, hitting their head hard on the unforgiving forest floor. Despite seeming okay at first, they quickly become unresponsive, slipping into a coma that defies explanation. The worst part, they're not the only one. As the days go by one, each member of the group succumbs to the same mysterious illness, leaving you the sole survivor in a nightmare scenario straight out of a horror movie. Well, this chilling tale is not a figment of your imagination. It's the horrifying reality of what happened to 9 Russian hikers in the Ural Mountains in 1959, an event that remains shrouded in mystery to this day. Known as the Dyatlov Pass incident, after the group's experienced leader, Dyatlov, the circumstances surrounding their deaths have baffled investigators for decades. So, what happened to them? Was it foul play, natural disaster, or something else entirely? Stay tuned as we delve into the eerie details of the Dyatlov Pass incident and explore the various theories that attempt to explain this chilling tragedy. 7. Underground City. Now picture this. You're exploring the rugged terrain of central Turkey when suddenly you stumble upon an unexpected sight, a hole in the ground that piques your curiosity. As you descend deeper into the earth, what you find will leave you speechless. A vast subterranean labyrinth hiding beneath the surface. This isn't just any underground complex. It's Dyatlov, a multi-level underground city carved into the soft volcanic rock of the Cappadocia region. With its intricate network of tunnels, chambers, and ventilation shafts, this subterranean marvel is one of the largest and most impressive examples of its kind ever discovered. But just what purpose did Dyatlov serve throughout history, and how did its builders manage to create such an elaborate underground metropolis? Join us as we uncover the secrets of this fascinating site and explore its potential significance as a testament to human ingenuity and survival. Number 6. Humming noise. Close your eyes and imagine being outside one day when suddenly you start hearing a low humming sound coming from all directions. You look around, but there's nothing to be seen. And the sound persists, day after day, driving you mad with its constant drone. It might sound like a scene from a horror movie, but for millions of people around the world, it's a frustrating reality. Since the early 2000s, reports have surfaced of a mysterious humming noise that can be heard in towns, cities, and even remote rural areas. But what's causing this unsettling sound, and why are so many people hearing it? Is it a sign of something sinister lurking beneath the surface, or simply a byproduct of modern life? Let's dive into this perplexing phenomenon and separate fact from fiction. Number 5. The man who woke up speaking Latin. Imagine waking up one morning feeling perfectly healthy and fine, just like any other day. But when you try to speak, the words that come out are not your native tongue. Instead, you find yourself speaking Latin, a language you have never studied nor even heard before. If that sounds utterly bizarre, and perhaps even impossible, then prepare to be astounded. This extraordinary phenomenon has happened to several individuals across different parts of the world, baffling doctors, linguists, and all those who have encountered these mysterious cases. The question is, what's behind these instances of sudden linguistic ability? Is it a forgotten memory resurfacing from a past life, or something else entirely? Join us as we delve into the fascinating accounts of people who have woken up speaking languages they never learned, and explore the scientific theories attempting to explain these puzzling occurrences. 4. Black Dahlia. Now imagine this. You're walking down a dark street late at night when suddenly you hear a loud crash followed by screams in the distance. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you turn to investigate. What you find will shock you to your core. In front of you lies a gruesome crime scene. A young woman brutally murdered and left abandoned in a vacant lot. Her body is mutilated beyond recognition, and the sheer brutality of her death sends chills down your spine. But as the police begin their investigation, they soon realize that this is no ordinary crime. The victim has been identified as Elizabeth Short, a budding actress known locally as the Black Dahlia. And the details of her murder are so heinous that it quickly becomes one of the most infamous cases in criminal history. So, what led to the horrific demise of Elizabeth Short, and who was responsible for her untimely demise? 3. Secret Chamber. Picture this. You're standing in front of the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the ancient world's most enduring mysteries. As you gaze up at its imposing structure, you can't help but wonder what secrets lie hidden within its massive stone walls. Could there be secret chambers containing untold treasures or perhaps even evidence of extraterrestrial visitors? Well, thanks to recent technological advances, we may finally be getting closer to uncovering the truth. A team of researchers used non-invasive scanning techniques to peer inside the pyramid, and what they found is nothing short of astonishing. Hidden deep within the structure is a void of substantial size, suggesting the presence of a secret chamber. But is this discovery merely a product of overactive imaginations, or does it really hold clues to one of history's greatest enigmas? Number 2. Abandoned ship. Imagine you're sailing through the vast expanse of the ocean when suddenly you spot a ship in the distance. As you approach, you realize it's not the bustling vessel you initially thought, but rather a ghost ship, abandoned and seemingly deserted. The sight of this derelict vessel sends shivers down your spine as you wonder what fate befell its crew and what secrets it holds. Number 1. UFO in orbit. Imagine you're sitting in your backyard one evening, gazing up at the stars when suddenly you notice a bright light streaking across the sky. You dismiss it as a meteor or perhaps a shooting star until you see it happen again and again. That's when it occurs to you that what you're witnessing is something truly extraordinary. You're seeing a UFO. That was the case for Gordon Cooper, an American astronaut who spent more than 220 hours in space during the early days of the space program. During his time aboard the Mercury 9, Cooper saw wonders beyond compare, including a spectacular view of the Earth and the vastness of outer space. But he also saw something that sent shockwaves through the scientific community, a UFO. In an interview shortly after his flight, Cooper described what he saw as a metallic object about 50 feet in length that flew alongside his capsule for several minutes. His claims were met with skepticism and ridicule. But in recent years, new evidence has come to light suggesting that Cooper may not have been alone in space after all. And that's it, folks. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Hidden Curiosities for more mysteries the world doesn't want you to know.